welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our low honor playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. Picking up where we left off here at the Portland's Overflow. And start today's episode, we're gonna go trade out horses at the Dewberry Creek stable. And then we're gonna see what we can get up to. We technically did 2 story missions in the previous episode, so this one should certainly be more exploration based, I think. Got some raspberry bushes that just sort of spawned in there. It's one of our victims from the previous episode. Just laying there dead for being stupid. It's another one. Laying there dead for being stupid. We would have let him live if he didn't try to shoot us or our horse. It's always the rule. Alright. Well, before we head in, we'll
go on, girl.
Give Lilith a bit of a brush. Alright. And I think today...
Hey, good looking horse there. I'm all out of space.
We're gonna use Ghost. Because I do like this horse.
Take care of that nag. Come back and see me.
He is a good horse. And I think John could use some more cash. So we're gonna cut cross country and see about getting John some more cash. And then maybe we'll pay a little visit to a certain ranch. I haven't quite decided if I like the brindle thoroughbred. I mean, I like it as far as stats and stuff go. But I don't know. I think this game just gets too into it with the fancy color patterns and stuff, and not enough with normal colors. I did mention, I think it was in the other series that I found out that brindle is not actually a coat color, it is caused by a texture mutation in the hair that makes it look different colors. Which leads me to believe that these horses might have issues with things like saddle sores and other skin conditions caused by, you know, weather or pressure or anything like that, work, anything that causes them to sweat. But I really don't like the idea of people breeding horses for colors. I don't like that so many people are, you know, doing genetic testing in order to figure out what color genes their horses have now. That just seems irresponsible to promote that sort of breeding in horses. But I've ranted about that enough, I think. Don't like how genetic testing is being used on anymore. I mean, there were even cases among botanists and more paleontology-minded people who are using genetic testing to map out like family trees of what species are related to which other species, and trying to trim down you know, the number of families and genuses and all of that that are out there, and lumping things together. And as someone with a background in like wildlife management and land management and stuff, habitat management, that is just one of the most irresponsible fields of study that I can think of as far as like use of genetics. Because a lot of species, even if they have very close genetics with some other species or whatever, you can't manage them in the same way. It's like the one that really ticked me off was when they tried to lump maples in with sweet gums, and nope, John, nope. Ah, you're gonna almost die. Yeah, don't do that, dumbass. Why do you have your gun out? Hello. John, you're acting like Aloy right now from Forbidden West. You need to pay attention to your surroundings. Thank you. You're dead. God. But anyways, going back to maples and sweet gums. Yeah, they do have some habitat, territory, whatever you want to call it, that overlaps, but most maple trees are more of a northern species, whereas sweet gums are more common in the south. And you can't grow one in the other necessarily, or just because they're related. And it's really annoying when geneticists start acting like, you know, oh, these two species have very similar genetics. So we're gonna lump them together and say they're the same. And no, from a management perspective, that's not how that works. You can't do that. And what really bugs me is the, just
Easy now.
stop. 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 Now, go where I tell you to go. No, not up the hill. You cannot rock climb. God. You need to go on the side of the rocks that I tell you to go on. Don't give me that snorty bullshit either. You would just cooperate. We could do this. There we go. Anyways, yeah, paleontologists are all... Reptiles don't actually exist. They're, you know... There's a common ancestor between birds and mammals and all of that. That means that reptiles don't exist. And it's like, no, you can't do that because reptiles as a whole are defined by a shared group of physical characteristics, biological characteristics. They rely on the outside environment for regulating their body temperature. They change their metabolism to match the environment, so to speak. They don't take well to extreme cold or extreme heat. They certainly don't need to eat or even drink as frequently as birds or mammals. They can go into a torpor state, which some birds can do that as well, some mammals can do that as well, but it's not a common trait among them. You know, habitat requirements for the group that we refer to as reptiles are very different from what you would consider habitat for birds or for mammals. And the idea of, you know, saying that they don't exist because genetically speaking they are not their own independent branch of evolution or whatever is just utterly ridiculous. And I mean, as much as I like paleontology, as much as I like, you know, prehistoric animals and studying what existed in the past and stuff, when paleontologists start getting into this whole genetic scene and, you know, talking about what defines a species and using definitions that do not apply to existing species and how we manage existing species, and, you know, trying to lump groups together because of ancestry and saying, you know, oh, this group doesn't exist, or you're wrong, these animals don't deserve their own group or whatever. they're not doing a service to
Hello
knowledge
again.
or
Go on, have yourself a quick nosy.
anything like that,
Okay, let's
because
see.
they are just overcomplicating things that don't need to be overcomplicated.
Okay.
Yeah, where's the gold bars we just picked up? Oh, there's some other stuff.
Yes. People lose these all the time.
There we go. Well,
Thank
John
you.
has lots of cash. But I mean, doesn't matter if a snake is more closely related to, you know, some non-reptile species than it is to, you know, a lizard or a turtle or whatever. You can't manage a snake the way you would a rabbit or a bird or anything that is not a fellow reptile. And that's, I don't know, that's why I hate genetics. I call them the armchair biologists of the natural science. I mean, genetics has a place in health research and medical research, that sort of stuff, because it does play a really big role in how you treat certain diseases or how certain diseases and conditions present themselves. But genetics, as far as defining what is or is not a species, is absolutely useless. It does not give you any information about a species' needs. You know, we're not micromanaging wildlife the way we can micromanage healthcare. We're not tailoring habitat to individual animals or individual plants the way we do individual people. We are managing for a species as a whole. And I find genetics to be a waste of time in a lot of these you know, management, wildlife biology, and land management fields. But that's what happens when you have city people who never actually get out in the field, are the ones who are doing the majority of the research in those branches of science. When you have someone whose whole world is consistently nothing but concrete and asphalt and glass and steel, and all the non-human living things that they encounter are things that get meticulously managed and cared for and manipulated. They don't seem to understand what is natural versus what is unnatural or human influenced. And it gets very, very frustrating. it's like the hunting debate. A lot of people are, well, just introduce natural predators into the landscape and, you know, restore the natural balance and the natural order. And I mean, yeah, predators are great for wildlife management of herbivorous species or non-predator species, but predators need more than just a food source in order to survive and thrive. And, you know, there's more to habitat than just making sure that you have the right components when it comes to food and water and shelter. You need to have enough space that you can have a population capable of reproduction and self-sustaining its population. You also need to make sure there's enough space that there's not going to be conflicts with people, because oh yeah, we were gonna go up to Hanging Dog Ranch, weren't we? Sorry, getting distracted. But it's not enough to just say, you know, we're not going to allow hunting of this species or anything like that as far as introducing predators. You also have to consider human-animal conflict in the way of traffic, you know, car collisions with animals, predators when they're setting up territories, wandering into places that they're not supposed to be, like, you know, a town or a ranch or farm or places like that. I mean, it's not unusual to hear reports of people having to call animal control or wildlife control in order to remove a bear or a cougar or something else like that from the middle of the city.
Back off! This ain't your concern. Hey! Help us, please! Thank you much.
But yeah, a lot of people think, oh, if you just make the habitat and release the animals out into the wild, they'll be fine. You know, that's not exactly how it works. Wild animals do not stay where you necessarily want them to stay, and they certainly don't obey human boundaries and city limits, or understand that this is a farm and you're not allowed to eat the cattle or the goats or the sheep.
Hell, I remember this bastard and his name.
Any more of you peeking out? Yep.
You'll son. They don't teach mercy in Laramie County. I'm gonna pop your eyes right out of your skull. No more games. Oh, hell, they ain't working. Let's get.
Any more of you coming? That was a fairly easy confrontation. Certainly easier than when we go up against the O'Driscolls in this ranch. Then again, I don't think these guys have the Maxine gun up top. But getting away from predator talk and back to wildlife management, there's also some species that adapt very well, adapt too well to human influences, such as geese and well, Canada geese and white-tailed deer and raccoons and coyotes and, you know,
There, boy.
they can actually end up becoming a nuisance because you know, they decide, oh, I'm gonna eat trash, or I'm gonna eat from the farm fields, you know, eat corn, eat whatever gets planted. And do we have an elk on a rock? Yes, we do. Now we have an elk in a rock. But, it becomes very difficult to manage those species with, predators alone, because the predators are not as adaptable to human influence as, you know, the non-predators, and it becomes necessary to hunt certain species. Which not everybody believes that, because all you hear is, ladder, John. Thank you. All you hear about is, you know, poaching and trophy hunting and, you know, drunken hunters getting hurt in the woods and shit like that. And it's, I don't know. Just feels like the media never covers the positives, because there's rarely ever any noteworthy events regarding the positive aspects of hunting. Is that really only a 2-star buck? I guess so. Anybody to rob? It's funny.
You're strong, boy.
You know, they don't talk about the tens of thousands of dollars that a single rhino hunt or elephant hunt brings to, you know, a wildlife management program in Namibia or South Africa or anything like that. They just look at it and say, but it's an endangered species and you just killed a member of the species. They don't look at the fact that, you know, sometimes you have to take an older animal out of the gene pool in order to prevent serious issues with inbreeding. It's one thing is, for some reason people, you know, they get all grossed out by inbreeding, you know, among humans. You know, they don't like the idea of, you know, parent and child and siblings doing it, but when it comes to animals, they're like, oh, don't kill it because it needs to help repopulate its species. Well, if all it has is, you know, offspring or siblings to mate with, then why is that not, you know, just as unkosher when it comes to wildlife management as it is when you think about it with humans? You know, it should be just as disturbing and disgusting, and they still get all up in arms about removing dead-end genetics from the gene pool and using the funding from, or using the money raised from that to further benefit the species. It's like, come on, people, you've got a strange sense of morality there if you want to. John's getting attacked by rabbits. So that,
Okay.
and that. We'll keep the beat. I don't know.
Thanks for your time. Let's go, boy.
Good morning.
Hey, partner.
What a waste of time. I did some good.
Do we really have a tip from Hector?
Hey there, Hector. My name's John.
Yeah, he
I
knows.
knew Arthur, Alden's friend. I'm another, discouraged man.
Yes, say no more. I've got something here you might be interested in.
So, what are we looking at?
This is a big one. Armored banking coach heading into Strawberry. You'll probably need something to blow the doors.
All right. Good seeing you, Hector.
Next time, do not get John in trouble with men from Rhodes. Alright, banking coach. Angela. Guess we need
Okay,
to
boy.
read the
Blackwater booming. Read all about it.
Okay. Go hit up the site. Come on, Ghost.
You want to lose them teeth?
You want to lose your ass?
Travel in safety and comfort.
We are not about safety and comfort, my friend. We are about highway robbery today. Yeah, but I'm sorry. As far as going back to our little genetics talk goes, yeah, if incest disgusts you among people, then it should
You there?
equally.
You a traveler? Well, we ain't from around here neither. We're from Laramie. The range out here's real inhospitable.
That's what I think about your inhospitable. Dead man on a horse. He's still on horseback. Dude, fall off your Morgan already.
Hey,
There we go. John, show you inhospitable. But,
there, boy.
yeah, so... And I think people also don't realize that there are multiple forms of extinction. And I think of, you know, a species being extinct as it, you know, there's no individuals left, but there's, you know, extinction due to genetics and not having enough material for that species to be able to continue reproducing and do so in a healthy way that sustains the species. Don't have a mask on this horse for John. Okay. Get out your revolvers, John. There's also, like, extirpation, which is regional extinction. No, higher. There we go. Run away! Killed the other 2 horses. Should have cut them loose. Oh well. $200 from that. Wait, the stranger that's under the door? Do I miss being in the wildlife fields? Well, yes and no. Spent a good 8-10 years working outdoors, and just can't really physically handle it anymore.
Hey, boy.
I mean, there's certain things I could do, but I don't know. I like my current job, but at the same time I feel like it's a dead-end thing.
What a boy you are.
Level 4 bonding with our horse. Nice. Well, we'll ride back down to Teacher's Hope and call it a day.
Look out!
Ain't killed nobody in a while.
John just killed a bunch of guys and the horses. But, I don't know. I feel like with AI technology and stuff, my current job's gonna, I won't say disappear. What I do is necessary. You know, working with kids and teaching and helping them develop skills needed for learning and processing information and all of that. But, and exploring, you know, new interests and stuff in order to decide what they want to do
Relax.
with the rest of their lives when they get to the point where they need to start thinking of what they're going to do after high school. But, like, the facility that I am working out of, I don't think is going to last. It's becoming obsolete. Could go talk to Evelyn Miller. But I don't think we want to do that right now. We have enough going on. Yeah. We have enough time, because this is just... Oh, sorry, ghost. Trying to run you up a hillside that you don't want to run up. I'll switch back to that outfit.
Quite a view.
Uh-huh. You know, this landscape, these views, this America, it holds us tight. And once we've seen it, we'll never know ignorance again.
Maybe.
It is that beauty which really is the eternal beauty that is truth. This is God. Not the proof, but the thing. Not his work, but him. Wonderment is our morphine, I suppose. All us Americans dream of places. They are our God. Our dreams. Us, perhaps.
I suppose.
Forgive my crude naivete, but are you a cowboy, sir?
Not really. Kind of.
I am that most worthless of all creatures. A writer. A second guesser of our Creator. A dreamer of others' dreams.
Okay.
Evelyn Miller.
Evelyn Miller? A man I knew. He was a great lover of your books.
Thank you. But you're not?
Most went a little over my head, I'm afraid, but some of the bits he read stuck with me.
I'm a terrible fraud, sir. Your friend was deceived. I am God's blithe plaything. And what a feeble game he has begun in me.
My mentor never saw things quite like that.
You know, I used to write in a study and teach at a university. I taught some Connecticut fops how best to appreciate their topiary. I was a gilded ape. I loathe the man I was. The man I am.
Guess we all live with certain ways of coping with what we've done in this life.
I enjoyed our conversation. There's a truth in you, sir, a rare truth. Treasure it. I'm living in a cabin over near Tanner's Reach. Come by sometime. Maybe we might talk some more.
Sure.
Maybe I shall.
Good day.
And that is exactly what a lot of my commentary on this episode has been about.
Okay, partner.
People like Evelyn Miller, you know, they live their lives in a study, and they're stuck in that university mindset and never actually getting out and seeing and studying firsthand the stuff that they are so enamored with. You can only read about things so much.
Light the fires! We got one! Come on, bastard!
Damn tree. Hello. Where are you people?
Give him to the...
God damn you. I said die, you miserable bastard. Quit dancing under me. I can't shoot this guy if you're being an ass.
I can smell your blood from here, you son of a bitch!
God damn it.
You lose your eyes today!
How's that now?
Get a fist.
Come! Here!
Get on level ground so that I can feed you. There you are. Now. Let's loot this bastard. I need to get a war horse. Technically, Phantom is a war horse. Because he's, an Andalusian. But I want a real war horse. Maybe we should go and pay Hamish a visit in the next episode and pick up Fuel. Of course, by the time I record this series again, I'll have forgotten about that. Trying to think. Who else do we have? We have Lilith and we have, our newest one. The paint, crap, what did I name her? Morgana. Yeah. No, his head I certainly took off.
One more time, boy. You still got it.
Yeah, we might be trading in one of the, other horses for a more warlike beast. Maybe I'll see if I can trigger some bounty hunters on John in an episode or two, and then we can, see about getting ourselves a... That dude just disappeared. A good war horse. Or I could just go and buy another Andalusian. The cougar is not hanging out. Oh, that's good.
Hey, easy.
Looks like Charles is not in camp. I don't see his horse. Hello. Can we hit you? Not on this side. Fine. There we are. Almost lost a ghost.
Good
But
boy.
now that he is fully bonded, we'll be working with the other horses a little more. Like I said, maybe we'll pick up another war horse.
Who's a good boy?
Alright. Well, if you have enjoyed this little ramble of an episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And John and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.